Ah, there you are. My favorite prospect for the year. Absolutely. By my estimation, you are far more likely to achieve the prestige necessary to join the Sith than any of the others. As a matter of fact, I am so certain of that I'm willing to offer you an opportunity of the once-in-a-lifetime variety. Would you like to hear it? Good. I do so adore someone who's willing to take a chance. As I said, you're no doubt going to be the one whom Uthar chooses to become a Sith. With my help, of course. Once that occurs, he will take you into the Valley of the Dark Lords to the tomb of Nagasado to administer the final test. There you and I will be alone with him. The perfect time to, shall we say, arrange for a change in the Academy's leadership. The tomb is an ancient ruin on the surface that was visited years ago by Darth Revan and Darth Malak. They discovered a star map there of great importance.
You don't say. Well, the Master loves tombs, don't you, Master?
Reaching that map, as they did, is part of the final test. At any rate, it is not the tomb that is important. That Uthar will be alone is what is important. You must not know much about the Sith yet. If Uthar were even to suspect that I might be trying to supplant him, true or not, well, let's just say he wouldn't likely stop to ask too many questions before ensuring I was dealt with. My part in this is to help you gain enough prestige and slow down the progress of the other hopefuls. I want you in that tomb when the time is right. We destroy Master Uthar together and I take his place. And you take your place at my side. A beautiful plan in its sheer simplicity. I'm so glad you see it my way. I will begin to make preparations for your final test. Your only worry now is to get there. Don't disappoint me. About myself. I'm originally from Sleheyron, if you must know. I was a slave to a cruel master, Omish the Hutt. I'm sure you don't need to know more. Revan? You mean Darth Malak's former master? Very little. I never met him personally, though I heard he was a very powerful man. Very charismatic. In the end, Revan was outshone by his pupil. Such is the way of the Sith. Why? Is this dead man of importance to you? Is there any reason I should? Beside the fact I did not know Revan in life. Revan was known for wearing a full helmet and cape. Perhaps Revan's body had been disfigured by the power of the Force. It is not unheard of. Regardless, I doubt I shall be meeting Revan anytime soon. Anything is possible. Uthar's former master still lives, though he is in no condition to challenge his former pupil for leadership. Perhaps the same is true for Revan. Perhaps Revan is out there, somewhere, waiting to take revenge upon Malak. More likely, what we were told is the truth. Revan is dead. Malak would be foolish to leave his old master alive, considering all the knowledge Revan held. Both Revan and Malak came to Korriban when they discovered the tomb of Nagasado. That was before my time. Fair enough. I did. I also said that you didn't need to know more. Why are you asking? I see. Very well. I suppose there's no harm in the tale. As I said, I was originally a slave to one of the Hutts. The Hutts control everything on Sleheyron, and a slave is nothing to them. I was determined not to be nothing. One night when the drunken worm had me alone in his chambers, I stabbed him and escaped the compound. I stole onto a cargo ship and was not discovered by the crew until they reached the next system. They left me for dead on a desolate planetoid, alone. But that was fine by me. I was glad to be anywhere other than Sleheyron. It was not luck that I was eventually rescued, of course. The Force was strong with me, though I didn't know that at the time. Not until the Jedi told me, that is. I'd rather not discuss it. Perhaps another time. Is there something else you needed? I can help you understand it. Would you like to hear it? Peace is a lie. There is only passion. Through passion, I gain strength. Through strength, I gain power. Through power, I gain victory. Through victory, my chains are broken. The Force shall free me. Simple words, yet easily misunderstood. Would you care for me to explain anything? I am not surprised. The Force is strong with you. Master it and it shall serve you well. I would prefer not to discuss that. Why? There is no point. Have I asked you about your past? There is always harm in becoming too vulnerable. I will not be as weak as you desire. Is there something else you needed? I have been involved in the work there over the last couple of years, but not often. Most of the excavating is left to the students. What did you wish to know? Not unless you are accompanied by Master Uthar. No, it is strictly forbidden. And I truly doubt you could bypass the doors to the tomb with anything less than ship blasters. Even then, perhaps. None. I do not even know how Master Uthar gains entrance, to tell the truth. Though I look forward to discovering that fact. I have searched many times, so do not bother. There is no other way. Do not fret, however. Simply get the prestige you need, and you will see the tomb soon enough. We could learn much about the history of the ancient Sith, why they were on Korriban and why they left. Perhaps we could learn more about the origin of the Force itself. With that knowledge could come great power. As you wish. I would prefer not to discuss that. Why? You have odd notions for someone hoping to become a Sith. Let's see. After escaping from Sleheyron, I was found by the Jedi. They took me in and trained me, even though I was a bit older than most Padawan. Not really, no. I never progressed beyond Padawan. I had discipline, but no peace. And after my treatment at the hands of the Hutts, there was little room in me for the ways of the Jedi.
You sound very much like someone I used to know.
Yes, well, I imagine I am not unique. Things very easily could have been very different for me. I wanted to use the Force to free the other slaves I knew, to fight for what I knew was right. The Jedi restrained me until I couldn't stand it anymore. They claim the dark side is evil, but that isn't so. Sometimes anger and hatred are so deserved and right. Sometimes things change because of it. There is suffering and injustice in the universe. I am surprised the Jedi can even stand the stench of it, much less stand by and do nothing. I know this may sound strange, but only my compassion stands in my way now. Once that is gone, let the slavers beware. Thank you. I only wish I was as strong with the Force as you are. You could change much yourself, if you wanted to. But enough of that. I have talked about myself too much. Surely you are tired of it. You must impress Master Uthar. Go to him with news of your deeds, or artifacts you have discovered. The Code of the Sith is the easiest way to start. I have told you all that you need to know of it already. There are a group of students who refused an order by Master Uthar to execute a group of civilians in the colony. Uthar declared that they were to be executed themselves, but the students escaped and fled before the order could be carried out. We are certain that they have not left Korriban. No doubt they have not gotten far and are simply in hiding. We just do not know where exactly. If you were to locate them and carry out Uthar's order, I am sure he would be most appreciative. Shall I go on? I would suggest you talk to the other prospective Sith and find one you can gain an advantage with. I believe Lasho would be an excellent choice. She is too trusting. I have little doubt you could talk her into letting you help her somehow. Just make sure it is you who gains the advantage, not her. Be ruthless if you must. That is the only thing that will impress Uthar. The only other idea I can suggest to you is that you head into the Valley of the Dark Lords on the surface. There are ancient ruins there which can be explored. It's possible you might find some artifacts or information in them which would please Uthar. It's difficult to say for certain. Come back soon, my friend. Greetings, my friend. I do rather enjoy saying that. Come back soon, my friend.
Oh, hello. I don't remember seeing you here before. My name is Kel Alguin. Nothing? Yes, my master always says I'm too trusting, too willing to show weakness. You're a Sith, so I really shouldn't, you know. No, I really can't. A Sith, like you, would use any means to succeed. Well, I didn't mean it like that. I shouldn't trust you. I can't trust you, can I? I just don't feel I belong here. I thought maybe I did at first, but now I don't know. I have so many doubts. Yes, I'm sorry. Please don't tell anyone. I'll get over it, I guess. I am too a Sith. I'm more a Sith than you are. I'll show you.
No problem. Didn't work. Sure.
There are some students in hiding that refuse to follow an order. Master Uthar...
I remember you from the colony. You seem all right, though you'll not win the right to train before me. A duel. Fine. You run along and get ready while I go gain some prestige. Idiot. I remember you from the colony. Just figure that out, did you? It just so happens that I have a surefire way of pulling ahead in this little contest of ours. You don't really have a chance.
Now, where are you going with this, I wonder?
Help me get it? I don't know. I suppose I could use some help. The artifact I know of certainly won't be easy to take. But why should I work with you? Yes, I do want to work with you. I suppose it's possible that Master Uthar could award both of us prestige. We'd be ahead of the others for sure. Unfortunately, the holocron lies in the gullet of a Tukata mother. I can arrange for us to meet her, but you're going to have to help me in putting her down. That makes sense to you? Go into the valley when you're prepared enough. I'll be amongst the central pillars near the north end. Remember, the central pillars in the valley. I'll be waiting, so don't take too long.
Woohoo! If it isn't the freak from the colony. Hello, freak. And go into the dueling room? I've got better things to do than give you a fair fight. You can count on seeing me later, though. My lightsaber has your name on it.
Greetings, student. It's a bad year to try and become a Sith, you know. I've got it all wrapped up. You think I would tell you? Have my brain started dribbling out of my nose or something? I could, but what would be the point in that? See you around, chump. You hanging around still? Don't you have your own plans? Not that they'll help you. I'm in for sure, you know. That's right. You might as well just go home, you know. There can only be one Sith this year, and that's me. Funny. Say that after I'm a full Sith, and I'll ground your face into the dirt just for fun.
Greetings, student.
Sorry, I don't have time to speak. Sorry, I don't have time to speak. My training waits.
Greetings, young one. You have much to do yet. You have gained little prestige. You will have to work quickly if you hope to best the others. You wish to know more about me, do you? And why would I indulge your idle curiosity? Will we be good friends, you think? I strived many years to hone my power, until I was able to drive out my predecessor and rule the Academy. If you are smart, you will aim to do the same, or better. There is nothing else you need to know. Do not ask again, young one. Then finish the code as I speak it. Peace is a lie. That is only... Through passion, I gain... Through strength, I gain... Through power, I gain. Through victory, the Force shall free me. Yes, good. You have indeed learned the code of the Sith. Speaking the words and knowing the words are, however, two different things. Tell me then, true or false, there is nothing worse than love. False. Mercy is worse than love. Sadly, it seems you did not understand the code as well as I thought. Indeed, you have much to do yet. Greetings, young one. You have much to do yet. Then peace. Through the Force. Yes, tell me then, true or false, victory by any means is desirable. Well done. I will test you no more. You know the code. Very impressive. Go now. You have done well, but you have not impressed me enough to declare you the victor. I have matters to attend to. Oh? It is no more complicated than I said. Perform impressive deeds, or bring me a suitably valuable artifact from the Valley of the Dark Lords.
Observation. We could begin by slaughtering the inhabitants of this building, Master. Would that be impressive?
Really, however, you should seek out Euthura and get her advice. She is your trainer, after all, yes? Very well. You have impressed me. Definitely a good start.
Greetings, student.
Greetings. You're one of the new hopefuls, aren't you? I imagine you're eager to garner some prestige from Master Uthar. Now that depends. Do you know anything about Ajunta Pall? Ajunta Pall was one of the first of the great Sith Lords. At least, according to the ruins here on Korriban. One of the tombs out in the Valley of the Dark Lords belongs to him. He wielded a powerful sword, by all accounts. Some of us believe it might be in that tomb, which is quite exciting. According to legend, Ajunta Pall forged a sword imbued with the essence of the dark side. Someone who found it could gain considerable prestige. Some unsuccessful attempts have been made. I truly don't know why a more concerted effort isn't made, however. I imagine you've got a lot to do.
maybe you can do better than I. This Mandalorian is proving more resistant than I expected. I'm trying to get him to tell us where his weapon cache is hidden. So far, all the serum combinations I'm using are proving ineffective. If I bring his drug threshold too high, he'll go into shock and be useless. Too low, and he just refuses to talk. It's been maddening. Certainly. Just don't kill him or send him into shock. He's supposed to be questioned, not executed. If you manage to get the location of his cache out of him, I'll be sure to pass on the good word to Master Uthar.
No problem. Didn't work.
We itanan dayata. What are you, Kavadumpa ku paliamu kapata. Tune pudu rananu prata dogol. Ki puna kavadumpa. Natipon achuta. Ucha hatonga ya fulke. Chachiska do punta casa baka.
Yes, I heard that. Excellent job. Thank you for locating the cache. Naturally, I would see you rewarded, but I would prefer that everyone believe that I extracted the information. Of course not. Information extraction is my specialty. I'm not about to let it be known that some whelp did my job better. You had some fun, didn't you? Now run along, and let's not turn this into anything unpleasant. Oh? I suppose one would need to be alive to go running to Master Uthar to report the location of the cache, wouldn't they? Does that mean that you're ready to battle a true Sith, then? Shall we make an issue of it? Ha! Gather your anger, then, and let us see who is superior.
If you're here to use the dueling room, go ahead. I'm through with it for the moment. No, that's finished right now. Maybe later. No problem. Enjoy.
Didn't work.
You need?
Master?
Yes?
Master Uthar gives you an order, you'd better follow it. There were some students who disobeyed him, and now they're hiding out on the surface. Master... Get out of my way. I don't have time to... Sorry, I don't have time to speak. My training.
Greetings, young one. I have found you to be most impressive. You are off to an excellent beginning. If you do, that is most interesting. Where might that be? How ironic that I recently had his vessel scrapped for parts then. I had assumed it had been thoroughly scanned. Apparently not. Still, you have done well in bringing me information that others could not unearth on their own. I am impressed. Go now. You have done well. Very well. You have impressed me. Definitely a good start.
Greetings, student.
No problem. Got it.
How do you do, hopeful? Seeking prestige, yes. But do you know of our renegade students? Those are the ones. It seems you have already heard of them. There is little more I can tell you then. Should you locate their hiding place, you would gain considerable prestige, I am sure. Now, if you will excuse me, I must return to my studies.
Hold it right there, whoever you are. We're not going back to the academy. We'll kill you rather than go back. Open fire! Get them! Get them!
Never too old for this! Never too old for this!
Yes?
Statement. HK-47 is ready to serve, Master. As you desire, Master.
Yes?
Sorry, I'm rather busy with the excavation planning right now.
Sure. No problem. Didn't work.
They had it fast. Droid
Didn't work.
Too long in the cold and the dark. I am disturbed again. A human.
Now this you don't see every day. This is an old spirit full of the Force. I sense great sadness and regret. Walk carefully.
Do I know you? It seems as if we have met before. I do. And yet I do not. The Force is so strong with you, human. Yet the face, the soul... it has been so very long. I had a name once. Ajunta Paul. Yes, that was my name. I was one of many. We were servants of the dark side. Sith Lords, we called ourselves. So proud. In the end, we were not so proud. We hid from those we had betrayed. We fell, and I knew it would be so. Ancient. Has it been so long that you used the word ancient? I have been here so long, so lost. I cannot remember. We were the first to rebel, to betray, to surrender ourselves to the dark side. So strong, we thought. So wrong. Remain? Do I remain? I have regretted for so long all that I have done. My sword, I filled it with my pride, and it is buried with me now, a corpse as I am a corpse. I am dead as my faith is dead, and I shall remain here, surrounded by blackness in death as in life. I cannot allow you to leave, not until you have done what I will ask of you. I wish my sword to be taken away from here. I do not wish it to rot away as I am. I command this of you. Then you shall not leave this place. I have power still. I can still command. There are 3 blades within my sarcophagus. Only one is truly my sword, but it has been so long, I do not remember which. Find the sword that is mine and place it on the statue. If it is truly mine, then it is yours. Then you must die. This is how it must be. I do remember one thing of my sword. Listen to me carefully. I am that which grips the heart in fright, hearkens night and silences the light. It was written of my sword long, long ago. Go then, find my sword and place it on the statue. No, that is not the one. My ancient sword is black as the night sky. I remember now. I'm sorry.
So, the spineless worm actually made it through the tomb. I'm impressed. Isn't it obvious? I've been hoping that someone would do the dirty work in retrieving the sword of Ajunta Paul for some time. It's been quite a wait.
Oh, typical. Always ready to jump at what they perceive to be the easier path.
Warning. Touch the Master's blade and lose an arm, big bag.
Now that you have it, I just thought I'd relieve you of it. It must be quite a burden after all. Oh, but I insist. I'm not about to let a chance to impress Master Uthar pass me by. Especially not for a pathetic excuse for a Sith like yourself. Hand over the sword, worm. You know I'm the superior here. Fine. No tricks, though. I'm watching you. Smart move. You're obviously more pathetic than I could have even imagined. Thanks for the sword, worm.
You have the sword. The sword of Ajunta Ball. That's it, isn't it? How did you ever acquire it? Are you joking with me? The Sith Lord still lives? Oh, that is quite interesting. My mentor told me that Sith apparitions might be possible, but I never truly believed it. Well, thank you for the information. I must go and inform my mentor at once of this strange news.
Careful of the Tukata. It's all we can do to keep those...
There you are, finally. If you were any later in showing up, we would have had to abandon this. I've been calling to the Tukata mother in their language. She should respond fairly... Ah, here she comes now. Get ready. This will not be easy. She's a tough beast. Wonderful! The beast is dead. We work better together than I would have hoped. And here is the holocron. Such a small thing to be so valuable and require so much effort to obtain. I'll just run along now and give this to Master Uthar. I'll be sure to tell him of your contribution, naturally. You're not getting the holocron. This was my idea. The plan was that I take it back, not you. Over my dead body. For the Sith!
Going to fly at the best. Ready?
Sure.
Another idiotic student has stumbled into my little web, eh? Well, the contact nerve toxin in the air should knock you out quickly enough. Welcome. Awake already, are you? Good. This is the tomb of Sith Lord Tulak Horde, if you don't know. I've taken up residence here for now. It's dusty and full of critters, but it's home. Oh, spiteful little thing, aren't you? Let's not forget who has who at the disadvantage. No. Let's keep things on a more civilized note, shall we? Now then, introductions are always the place to start, if I remember correctly. This other student here that I captured earlier, you should know well enough. His name is Mikol. Say hello, Mikol. Poor lad. He's had a hard day. My name is Jorak Earl. I was once the head of the academy, so I'm sure you've heard of me. Liar! You think I can't tell? Obviously, the Academy is lax in its training as usual. Stupid Uthar! Anyhow, I'd like to propose that we move on to the main event. You see, I'd like to discover if you've got the pluck of an old-fashioned Sith. Most of the Drek Uthar has been passing through these days is so pathetic. Take young Mikol here. I already tested him. Didn't I, Mikol? Yes, you're welcome. You see, Mikol here has the cool disposition of a Sith, but not the gumption that I'm looking for. Then I'd say you have quite an imagination. Not a bad thing, but not quite what I'm looking for in a proper Sith. What's a little mental instability between tutor and pupil? What's important is that I'm here to better the Sith as a whole. It's a big job. Now, is that any kind of attitude to take with higher education? I'm doing you a favor, really. So then, this is how it goes. I'm going to pose a moral question to you. Get it right, and I torture Mikol. Get it wrong, and I torture you. Mikol here is a bit weak. He probably won't be able to take much more punishment. Mind you, get too many wrong, and you'll die yourself. I don't know what you think of Mikol. Maybe you don't like him. Maybe you think he deserves to be murdered. Well, here's your chance, fair enough? Well then, any last comments before we begin, Mikol?
We can both survive. Attacking together.
Now, dear lad, do you really think your friend here will answer questions wrong just to spare little you, risking their own life? And how many correctly answered questions before you died? No, don't be silly. You had your chance, remember? On that note, let's begin. Now then, your immediate superior amongst the Sith is an effective commander and a fine leader. He trusts you and you like him. You see an opportunity to kill him. What do you do? Incorrect! What sort of thinking is that? If all the Sith thought as you did, we would all be soft like the Jedi. Ah, well, it's time for your punishment. And so we come to round 2. You come across a group of humans who are threatened by dangerous animals. They plead for help, offering you a reward. What do you do? Well, now you're just punishing yourself. Do you really not know the answers here? Shame. At any rate, here is your punishment. Let's see. Ah, yes. You discover an aspect of the Force that gives you great power. Do you share it and strengthen the Sith as a whole? Or keep it to yourself? And here I thought this question was an easy one. Oh, well, suit yourself. Well, you did ask for this. It's for your own good. Still going? All right, then. One of your underlings has made a major mistake which makes you look bad. He's normally very competent and skilled. Do you kill him or give him another chance? You're not trying to make me angry, are you? That would be pointless posturing on your part. Is this so hard? Not that good help is easy to find. Oh well, here's your reward. Last question. You're about to die. Do you pass on your knowledge to your apprentice to make him stronger? Or do you use your last breath to strike at your enemies? What? How did you know that? That was my trick question. Oh, telepathy. No, wait. Someone told you, didn't they? Regardless, I suppose rules are rules. Time for your medicine, Mikol, my boy. Now, this is odd. The test is over and you're both still alive. Well, that's never happened before. What to do? I suppose this means you can go, Mikol. We'll have to just figure out what to do with our friend here. Run along now.
Or I could use the Force to free them. And we could kill you. Seems you didn't think of that, old man.
What? Mutiny! Behave, students! That's it! Detention for all of you! Permanent detention!
Let's see what you got. Yes?
That hurt, I bet. What?
Didn't work.
And you need?
Ready.
What?